Did Nintendo just fix the horrible menus in The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom? They may just have, to a small degree at least, in a new surprise update that came to the game, along with a few other surprise updates for other games as well. Let's take a look at the list real quick, because they have updated several other games beyond the 11 we already knew about to enhance compatibility with Nintendo Switch 2. Now, unfortunately, in most of these cases, they either don't specify what those changes are, or they're fixing small technical issues like in Pikmin 3. Apparently, the entire screen would flash on Switch 2, which is now addressed. However, there are two interesting exceptions to this, being beyond the ones we already knew about, being the two Legend of Zeldas, Link's Awakening and Echoes of Wisdom, because in both those cases, it seems that they have enhanced frame rates and HDR support, along with, in Echoes of Wisdom's case, they now have a favorites option to partially address the horrible menus. They were so horrible, I made an entire video about how bad they were and how Nintendo could fix them, beating, by the way, GMTK's video by months. In fact, they actually mentioned me in their video, which I appreciated. In any case, maybe Nintendo saw either of those videos, because this problem they have now addressed that problem in a surprise update, which, by the way, I forgot to mention, not only applies to Switch 2, but Switch 1 as well. So we're checking out on our Switch 1, so let's go shrink myself here, and we're going to take a look at this new menu option and see how much better it really is. So it's telling us right away, favorites. You can mark your favorite echoes or those you'd like to quickly access by adding a star. Press the R within the D-pad list of echoes to display the echoes marked with a star. Access a notebook or list of echoes. From there, you can favorite or unfavorite echoes by pressing X to mark with a star. I feel like there's always better ways to write these. They always write it in the most clinical, weird way possible. Anyways, let's check this out. So here we are in the game. Let's go and bring up our quick access menu, and let's go and try to find one of my favorite early echoes, being the bed. Now look how far we have to scroll, and this isn't even anywhere near all the echoes in the game. I just ended up stopped playing, partially because of this annoying menu. There's our bed, so we're gonna mark it with a favorite by hitting X. Look at that! Let's go and favorite a few others. How about the spiny character that's totally not from, Mario? Let's go ahead and add Spear Moblin, Kratola, or whatever, and sure, another bed. Why not? Okay, now we hit ZR. It's going to bring up our list of favorites. Look at that. There they all are, including our two beds. And not only that, we can actually sort through the favorites just as we could any other item. So this is freaking awesome. This addresses a huge part of my problem with the game, in that there's no easy way to access your favorite objects without getting lost in some kind of list. So this is really freaking cool, which I appreciate. Now let's go and bring up the full notebook here, and we can take a better look at how it works here as well. So we can add favorites on this menu too, which might be a little bit easier for you. In fact, this menu was, before at least, much easier to use than the main one. Unfortunately, it seems like there's no way to select favorites only on this menu. I'm pressing ZR, it's not doing anything. But yeah, there you go. That is an awesome enhancement for Switch, now that Switch 2's out. Now, I can't believe it took an entire freaking console generation for them to finally add this feature, but it's nice that it's finally there, and it does, to a degree, address my big concerns with the game. Now, the menu itself is still not my favorite design. This linear list is really terrible in general, but this does, again, address a big part of my concern. And I'm pretty happy that they've done this, for free especially, So, I mean, it should have been free, but I'm glad that's here, period. So I just wish it hadn't taken so long. In any case, everyone, there you go. That is a look at the new favorites menu. So shout out to Nintendo for finally fixing it, even if, again, it should have happened sooner. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for tons more on other games coming to Switch 2, but we'll be streaming it tonight. I cannot wait. It's going to be a late night. I'm going to play Mario Kart World as soon as I can. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. We'll catch you later. Bye.